Hey friends, welcome to Warrior Wednesday. If we haven't met yet, my name is Zina Solomon, and I'm here to guide you and help you reinvent yourself so you can live a life by design versus living a life by default. So you can live a life on purpose, create passion, fulfill your dreams, and just be your awesome, amazing self. So welcome to Warrior Wednesday from sunny San Diego. As you can see, it's really sunny and nice and warm out here, and I'm super blessed to be out here. And the topic of our conversation today is about values, what your top values are, if you're clear on your values, and how you can discover them and how can you connect with your top 5 values. So if you're tuning in live, give me some hearts and comment below so I can see you and acknowledge you and say hello. So first of all, I want to share something about values, and my experience is that, first of all, we live in a very fast-paced environment where a fast-paced world, really, with the advancement of technology, everything is going super fast. There's just a lot of things going on in life, and sometimes we lose sight of what we truly care about and what really matters to us. And my intention is to bring awareness to you so you can really connect with what matters to you and what is valuable for you. And also, my experience is that people who live their life and who don't live their lives from their vision and their values end up feeling overwhelmed and really stressed out. And also, if you are making all of your decisions from a space of for example, if you're not making your decisions from your vision and your values, you will end up living a life of regret and sorrow. And I even share this even from my experience, because at times I made decisions off of other things other than my vision and my values, and that caused a lot of stress and chaos and really like the emptiness in my heart. So with that said, if you're tuning in live, welcome. You can comment below so I can see you. And the 3 tips I have for you so you can connect and discover your your values, is the first tip is that you actually get to be clear and recognize how you're currently living, what your values are. Hey Olga, good to see you, love. So for example, what you get to do is for you to really recognize and become aware of what your current values are. I invite you to look at where you spend the most of your time. Where do you spend the majority of your time? So the easiest way for you to do that is go back to your calendar. If you have a system, if you have a calendar system, go into your calendar and check how are you spending your time. Do you spend most of your time at work? That means you actually value work. And do you spend most of your time at the gym? It means you value gym, you value health, you value fitness. Do you spend most of your time with your family? That means you actually value family. So I invite you to take that first step, which is really the first tip, is to recognize and be aware of what the current value is. Like where do you spend the majority of your time? Where do you spend most of your time? So that's step number 1, or tip number 1. Tip number 2, I invite you to make a list of your top 5 to 10 core values. Like, what do you truly value in life? What brings you joy? So is it connection, health, family, friends, creativity, experiences? What does that look like for you? So I invite you to make a list of your top 5 to 10 core values that are really important to you. Like, is it connection? Is it meaningful relationships? Is it connection with people? Like, well, what does it look like for you? So connect with that. And then the final step of the process, or final tip for you, is to look at the gap. So now that you are aware of where you spend most of your time and you are really clear on what your values are, and if you see that there's a gap between how you spend your time and what you truly value, then something gets to shift. And so the third step, or the third tip for you, is to really connect with, well, okay, now these are my values, but how I'm living right now is not truly my values. So what do I get to create? How can I create a life that is by design and a life that is in alignment with my values versus living a life that is not in alignment with my values, right? And so look at what's working and what's not working currently in your life, and as far as how you're living your life and whether you're living your values or you're not living your values. Connect with that, and then sit down and create what would a life, you living a life of values, look like for you. What would that look like for you? So that is the final step. And there's a bonus step for you as well, is if you want to really connect with and get clear on what your values are, look at your accomplishments. Like what are the things that you're super proud of, that you've accomplished, that bring you the most joy, that you feel super excited about, that you're really proud of yourself for. So that is also an indication on what you truly value. Okay, so again, to recap, the 3 steps for you to connect and discover your values and get clear with it is, step number 1 is to recognize where you are right now. How are you spending your time? How are you showing up? Are you spending and this is not from a place of judgment, by the way. This is more of a space of awareness. So how are you showing up? Are you spending time doing what you love and what you value, or not? So that's step number 1. Step number 2, take 10 minutes or 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and list your top 5 to 10 values. And then step number 3, or tip number 3, is bridge the gap. See where you are, where you want to be, and create a process for yourself so that you're bridging the gap. Okay, so those are your 3 steps. And the mission for you, since we are Warrior Wednesday, and you guys are my warriors, you're my ninjas in trading. And so your mission for today is to list your top 5 to 10 core values. And I also want you to describe what a perfect day looks like for you. So what would a 10 out of 10 day look like for you? So really outline it. Like, what time are you going to get up? What are you experiencing? What are you enjoying? All that good stuff. So that is my mission for you today, and I invite you to comment below, share what it is, because I would love to hear what you truly value and what is really, really important for you. And I also invite you to share this video with people who are meant to hear this message, and really that you're taking a stand for them to really live a life on purpose and live a life that's based on their values. Okay, so share, comment, like, and spread the word. Let's spread some magic in the world here on Warrior Wednesday. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye for now.